Right, what do you remember saying?
I was in this place where it seemed like it was a sphere and it was spinning, and then the hole seemed very shallow, but it seemed like above me there were waters and they were just moving in a circular motion, and where I was, it was like a void place, and it seemed to be very deep. It was more like a tunnel, but the tunnel was very, very deep. Nothing like I've ever seen before. And I felt very cold, and my eyes, they were very, like, they were filled with a fierce fire. It's like the fire had, how can it, a soul. The fire had a soul, like it could move and speak, because it would move in different motions. I couldn't understand what I was saying. And then I was seeing this snake. It had a head, but the head was not like of a snake. It was more like of a
Dragon.
Yes, a dragon. But the shape, it had very big ears. The mouth, it was also spitting fire. But
Was it, do you know a sea horse?
no,
Right, it's okay. You said it was like a snake, but at the same time it was like a dragon.
the body seemed more of a snake, but the snake was very huge. Like I've never even seen it even in the movies or in.
It was a Leviathan.
And the snake was more like very angry and just spitting fire everywhere in that pit, like where I was. So around me, that's where it grew like this fierce fire. And the explaining it, it seemed like it could speak. It had a soul, and it was fighting against that fire, which like that serpent was spitting. So when like that serpent will spit fire, it's like that fire around me, it will consume that fire which the serpent is spitting. And then all of a sudden I was carried in a whirlwind of that fire, and it carried me very up. It seemed more like where we were going, it was very far, but it was coming from like deep from that tunnel underneath. And it seemed like it was a very long way to the surface, and it was spinning very fast, spinning like very fast. And I don't know if it's kilometers per hour or what, but it was spinning very fast. And I remember I was like that fire, it took me out from the water, and it was still burning even if we were coming out from the water. And it now seemed like a seashore. And then all of a sudden I was laying on the sand. And then as I was laying on the sand, an eagle just came and then it took me up. But even the way it took me up, it was very fierce. It was in this rough motion that I was not understanding.
It's okay. You're wrestling against Leviathan, a sea monster, a sea dragon, a sea serpent. Under the sea, you watch the Deliverance session. These are the ranks above mermaids. All that I can say is we have arrived to a destination of the most dangerous beggars, which if people look back this time, they can even kill. You understand me?
Yes.
Yes. So that's my message. I'm not putting fear. In actual fact, when you watch the Deliverance session, so you'll hear what I was ministering, what I was fighting against as I was ministering. So you have to continue in prayer, because this is now a rank above mermaids. It's okay.